The question I received today I'm not going to say who it's from, but the question is, even though Israel never begins conflict, how come they're always blamed for the wars and different skirmishes and conflicts that we had? Well, the answer is we have to divide Israel's history into two. At the beginning, when we were the weak ones and the Arab countries were the strong ones, people blamed Israel to shift the blame away from the Arabs. If the Arabs were the strongest and they were always starting the wars, so then by saying that Israel was the one that was responsible, it was shifting the blame away from the powerful. So the world was able to blame the weak Israel. Now, and the truth is, when Israel was weak, the world really supported us. But when things shifted and Israel became strong after we defeated Arab army after Arab army after Arab army, and Arab incompetence weakened their own countries, and Israel's competence made it stronger and became the dominant power in the region, which it is today. So then everybody turns and says, well, the truth is, Israel has the power. They're always going to be the ones responsible. So even though Hamas might start by firing thousands of rockets at Israel, Israel's merely, its retaliation isn't retaliation. It's actually responsible for the conflict because they're the powerful ones. They have Iron Dome, so they should be the ones to stop all fighting. So even though Israel never begins the conflict, they're blamed today because people say, well, it's an imbalance of power. Israel's the powerful one. They could obviously stop all fighting if only they wanted it to. But the truth is they can't, because when Hamas fires rockets, Israel has no choice but to defend itself by eliminating the threats of those firing the rockets.